Benjamin Raven, MLive.com in Detroit here, inside of the 2018 Lexus GX460 5-door SUV. Been driving around in a little bit of luxury this week, and when you think of a $55,000 SUV from Lexus, you're going to think you're going to be comfortable. Well, disappointingly, that is my one biggest beef with this very expensive, very luxurious SUV. These are some of the most uncomfortable seats I have ever encountered. I don't even understand. I spent all week trying to get comfortable, trying to find a right seat setting, trying to find a right steering wheel adjustment, trying to find the right mirror settings. You know, you struggle for a couple days with a new car, you're driving a car you've never driven before. That was a week with me. I didn't find it. I drove this car the most today on Wednesday. I do my car swaps on Wednesday, and I'm still, this is like, one of the more uncomfortable cars I've sat in. Above $25,000 in this MSRP on my GX460 that I drove for the week, which only came with an extra $1,500 in accessories added on, and that was the navigation package, 8-inch screen, remote touch controller, and the informed destination, a bunch of app suites, a bunch of basically improving my digital dashboard and some technology features, and that was an extra $1,530. So $54,380, and I never once felt comfortable. I felt very safe. I felt the powerful engine, but yeah, very uncomfortable seats. Not as adjustable as you would imagine. I've driven cars in the 20,000s that have more comfortable, more highly adjustable seats and stuff like that. And disappointed in the comfort. I've got space for days. It's huge. I'm 6'6", 215. I'm comfortable space-wise. Just so that had nothing to do with it. That was a very foreign feeling for me in these brand new cars. Usually it's all size related and all me related, but I feel like this is across the board related. These seats are like stiff as a board. I mean, I hit my funny bone 5 times trying to go into reverse. It's just disproportional or something like that. I don't know. There's something off. Other than that, what a great ride. Powerful. It looks good on the inside. Room for days. Gorgeous digital screen here that just, I mean, I love it when it's built in. You can just tell, and sometimes I'm not picking on Mazda, but Mazda just will place a screen. Lexus thought about the delivery and the implementation and the functionality of its screen. All right here. This is a big part of new cars. Lexus, you knock that out of the park. Just work on those seats. Also, this is one of the most confusing things I've ever, like, I don't know. But the back seat is huge. Let's take you in the back. Let's go over things like this. You could definitely cram 3 people back there and they wouldn't be crammed at all. Ton of storage room in the back. I believe this has a wheelbase of 191.2 inches with a curb weight of more than 5,100 pounds. So this is a beast. This is a big 5-door SUV with off-road capabilities. That's cool. This segment does not have a lot of off-road options. This, you know, I'm having a hard time because I live in Detroit. So I have a hard time gauging its off-road capabilities, but let's just say my street is completely under construction right now, and I felt every single bump in my road every time I would take this car on it. So not the smoothest of rides, and it doesn't accelerate very well. It's got a ton of power and it's great on the highway, but it's just, there's not a burst. It's a steady, it's a hard punch. It's not a quick punch, if that makes any sense. But other than that, you know, I mean, it's a smooth handling. The power is fun. Like when you fire it up on the highway, you're hopping off of maybe one of those 25-mile-an-hour circle, getting onto an on-ramp, and there's nobody within reason on the highway, and you kind of punch it to the ground. Woo, you feel it because this GX460 comes equipped with a 4.8 liter V8 32 valve engine capable of 301 horsepower and 329 pounds of torque. Yeah, I mean, the power's there. Not great on acceleration, but it's spacious. It's pretty to look at. It's uncomfortable, but I don't want to give it, I don't want to be too hard on it because this is still like a very nice car. It's just, It's one of those mental blocks. I see my MSRP of $54,388. Felt like the steering wheel was either way too close or way too far away, and then it's adjustable. I just never felt like I could get it right. Maybe that's personal, maybe it's not. Like as I said, usually my comfort is based on my own personal size. I did not feel that in this. There is more than enough room. We'll do a walk around and you'll see that there's more than enough room. So that's just very frustrating. Luxury. What do you think of when you think of luxury? Yeah, it's gorgeous, it's pretty, everything has a purpose, everything is functional, the safety features are fantastic. There's no enhanced, advanced or radar cruise control. Odd. Yeah, I mean, you feel safe in this. This is a tank. It feels like a tank. It doesn't handle like a tank. It accelerates like a tank. I think it was 7.10 to 60. That's not what you're looking for in this, though. I'm just spouting out stats here to go with what I'm saying. But if you're looking for a luxury SUV that could fit your family of 5 and go off-roading at the same time, I guess this is in your wheelhouse. The gas mileage was terrible. Fuel economy was absolutely terrible. 16 miles per gallon combined, 15 miles per gallon city, and 18 miles per gallon highway. Well, all right, here's the question I ask myself when I get something as expensive as the 2018 Lexus GX460. What am I paying for? Terrible gas mileage. It's not that comfortable. It's a beautiful car on the inside and out with a ton of power, but it struggles at accelerating. What are you paying that much money for? And that's just what I'm saying. If you got to check off some of the simple boxes like comfortable seats, like this is not every person is this size between these barriers. It's little things like that. You're charging a ton of money for cars. You need to be thinking about the big and the little things. And there's a lot of unchecked boxes on this car for me. So that's where I'll leave it. Obviously, I'm not complaining. I got to drive a $55,000 Lexus for a week, but at the same time, I wasn't comfortable. The gas mileage was terrible, and it doesn't accelerate very well. And sometimes when you're driving on Detroit highways, you need to get somewhere and you need to go somewhere fast. You don't have 35 feet for it to get up to speed. Benjamin Raven, MLive.com, Detroit. This car is what it is. It's a Lexus. It's a giant luxury Lexus SUV that's pretty on the outside and the in, but there's a lot of unchecked boxes, as I said.